All right, it is time. This is Infinite Investment Game. I'll talk about alternative investments and collectibles. And this is not particularly financial advice, but hopefully you can take this advice to be a better collector and also be smarter of where you put your money in these collectibles. Um, and please like, comment, and subscribe because I'm definitely trying to grow this channel. So what I want to talk about today has more to do of why you should use consignments. Um, consigners are normally people who sell your cards for you. They typically sell them in auctions. They can list buy it now, but they normally sell for you. And if they're a certain dollar amount, they take a percentage from that, but they handle pretty much all the listings, the shipping, and then they give you a payout at the end, and then they handle all the promotion for the cards. I do think this is so. The reasons why is because it's going to save you time. It could save you money, but it'll definitely save you time, and you can spend your time doing other things. But also, I think it saves you, um, you know, like it also could make you more money just because you have to sort out, depending on how many cards you have, you may have to sort out things. I remember at one point I had probably like 100 cards, 200 cards, 500 cards, slabbed cards, and it's like trying to take that time and list every single card either as a buy it now or best offer. And the way the market was moving, it was going up and down really fast, and it was hard to keep up. And then sending it to auction, like still listing everything, make sure everything is accurate, and then when things sell, like packaging everything in up, make sure I'm at right packaging, and then shipping it to the right place on the right time. And then if this isn't like a full-time job for you, and some people have families and things such as that, so this just really cuts into your time. So if you have a family, kids, spouse, whatever, a lot of that, or a full-time job, or full-time and a part-time job, and then this is just like a more side hustle or a hobby. It can be a lot, especially buying cards can be extremely addicting. I know because I did Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid, and that was a legit addiction. And sports cards can be the same way because you get emotionally attached to this stuff. And the issue is, you just struggle trying to sell all this stuff when consignments can just do it for you. Sometimes you can sell things in the all-time high. Sometimes things can sell a little bit low, especially if you're doing auctions. But certain auction places or consignments that I've used are like PWCC and Probstein 123. They're not sponsoring this video. They're not giving me anything. I'm just saying I've used them. But I think you should look at consignments for a specific dollar amount, right? So if it's like very cheap cards, ComC is great to use in general, where it's a $1, $2, $3 card or whatever. And then they can give you exposure to eBay. Obviously, you can use eBay, but a lot of times you're going to do that on your own. With their vault services, I think it's easier for you to label everything, list everything, and send things to auction, which is fine. And I'll make a video about the vault service very soon. But yeah, so you have that, and then you have, I would say, a lot of, depending on the price range, right? So Probstein 123, I think cards are around over $100, maybe 500 or closer to 1,000. I think is better, because you don't have to worry about the fees and everything from eBay is not as much, so that works out very well. PWCC, I think, is probably better off if your cars are $1,000 or more. That works very well for them, as far as like how much they take out, and I believe they take out much less than eBay. And to a certain amount, I think it's better in Probstein, but I believe that has to be like $5,000 to $10,000. The other There's other consignments that are on that sell on eBay, not just ComC and Probstein, and it used to be PWCC. Um, I can actually check right now. Consignments, consignment stores. I guess there's PCS sports cards. And then there are a few more. Some people do vintage. Some people do more modern cards. That's their specialty. Um, there's also um, got baseball cards and other more vendors and companies that kind of do consignments, but they're more distributors that do it. Then you have the higher end. So you have like heritage auctions, golden auctions, um, consignments like that, where they normally do higher end cards. They prefer things to be anywhere from 5,000 to $10,000 or more. And a lot of times, they're trying to sell $100,000 cards, $1 million cards, and that's something that's really important to really think about, because a lot of the cards um, are once you get up to those higher prices, they're very very hard to liquidate, and it's just hard to find buyers. And then if you just put it on eBay auction or something like that, well, one, eBay can screw you over, but you may not sell it for that premium price. And a lot of the higher end stuff, a lot of times they're promoting it for weeks or if not months before the auction, because they want to gather enough buyers who are interested in the item. So that's the thing. And I do think consignments are very useful. I know a lot of people think, I want to maximize my profits, so I'm going to sell everything individually. But I think it depends on how many cards you have. Like, say, how many cards you sent to PSA. If you sent a bunch of cards into PSA and all of a sudden, you get 200 slabs back and you want to move stuff really quickly, that can be a challenge. And then keeping a price track on all that stuff, especially if they're all different cards, or if you have more than that. So it's hard to keep up with all that stuff, and especially if it's not your full-time job and that's all you're doing, and you don't have any employees helping you or any other people helping you do this. That can be bothersome in a sense. So I think overall it's very smart to use consignment, especially if you're trying to sell stuff off and sell it off quick. Depending on what consignment service you use, you may get a payout much later. So PWCC, for example, I use them quite a bit. Your payout is normally 3 to 5 days after everything sells, depending on the value. Sometimes they give a cash advance until the items are finished selling. And also, you're less likely to get scammed working with reputable consigners, just because since they handle everything, even sales tax and things such as that. And then, yeah, and also I do recommend buying from consigners as well. There's sometimes you can get really, really great deals. And also a lot of times they have some of the nicer, more rare cards in their consignments. But yeah, I mean, if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And just let me know what else you want me to talk about.